better catch some fish though.
Why not give her an old midnight? What time is it? Yeah, it's midnight. A little midnight catfish skin.
Drop down on top of your rig.
Oh my god! Hold on.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
My first catfish. So pumped up.
Texas studs.
Probably nothing will happen, but if you see this, something did happen.
Dude, that's crazy that there's multiple big ones. The Moligilla crawler. My nicest bass. And we just caught another tank.
I stripped down to my knickers. Slaunch. Texas slaunch, guys.
And 2 of them were 3 pounds.
What's going on, everybody? Before we get into this insane Texas fishing video series, there's just something that I want to talk to you guys about. As you all know, when things happen to me, I like to keep you guys updated as to what's going on. When I landed in Chicago for my 7-hour layover, I got a text from my best friend's mom. He lives out in California, and he was in a major car accident. The whole time I was in Texas, Keith was sedated, and he has lost one of his legs, and so he's gone through multiple surgeries. It was a insane car crash, and he was actually ejected from the sunroof as the car was rolling. The whole time I was in Texas, I wasn't able to talk to my friend, and that's all I wanted to do. But I knew that Keith would want me to kick ass, like no matter what. I also knew that his brain was okay, so that when he did come to, that one thing is super, super important, because Keith's got a hell of a brain on him. Keith's one of the smartest kids I know. He went to school for philosophy, and he's been freaking making wine for the past, I don't even know how many years. He's just doing what he loves to do every day. If you know Keith, you know that his personality is contagious. If you're around him every day, you're just gonna have fun every day. Like, Keith makes sure that everybody has a good time. He's just like that. He's one of the best kids I've ever met. We became friends pretty much overnight. Like, when we started hanging out, it was like immediate, like best friends. And we've been best friends ever since, even though he's on a totally different side of the country than me. When we talk on the phone or we get to see each other, it's literally like nothing has changed. And that's just how Keith is, and that's why I love him so much. He's also the person that put me on, like, almost all of the best books I've ever read. The kid, like, we played lacrosse together. We freaking were hooligans together. We lived on the Outer Banks for 2 summers together. The amount of incredible times that we shared and we're going to share is unbelievable. So I got back home, and yesterday I was finally able to talk with Keith, and he sounded pretty much as good as anyone that's just been in an accident like he could ever possibly sound. But I expected that. I expected to call him up, give him some shit, and kind of just shoot the breeze with him, make sure he was okay, see like what he remembered pretty much. Like, we talked about a bunch of stuff. He, was a little sedated still, a little drugged up, but at times I could tell he was not happy that what happened, obviously. Like, who would be? But then I started to talk to him about, this gentleman that I knew in the restaurant industry who was a pastry chef at one of the nicest restaurants I worked at, and I didn't even know he was missing a limb for a while. He was just an absolute beast in the kitchen, and prosthetics these days have come so far, and we discussed that. And I think that right there, you know, made Keith feel a little bit better. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be able to come out fishing with me. Like, it's gonna suck for a little bit. It's definitely gonna suck. But like, no matter what, you're gonna be able to come fishing. You can sit and fish. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that we're still gonna be able to do because you're still alive. So you can use this to inspire others. You can use, you know, the fact that you are still here on this planet, even though you were like thrown from a moving vehicle, and pretty much landed on your feet. Like, I can't imagine like any other way he landed, because if he landed on any other way, he'd be screwed up like royally in the top half of his body. Like, he must have landed like on his feet, because he's a lynx or a Sasquatch. KP, Keefus, K to the MF and P. It's my best friend. I freaking love you, Keith. And this video series, you know, this Texas video series is 110% dedicated to you. And I'm asking, you know, friends of ours and friends of yours to show some support. Hopefully they'll send me in some videos and we can tell some stories about Keith throughout this upcoming video series. So within the next few videos, you'll be hearing more about Keith. I'll be giving you guys updates because, you know, it really means a lot to me, and I would ask, you know, all of you guys to, you know, give Keith some support. Send him some love, you know, send him the good vibes, because that's what we need right now. The healing process is going to be long, but Keith's going to come out of this on top, because that's just the type of person he is. And we all know Keith. We all know he's just going to freaking kill it. Within the upcoming week, we should have some sort of GoFundMe, something like that. There's you know, stuff in the works, and when I have that information, I will give it to all of you if you want to show Keith some support in that way, because, you know, I'm sure these hospital bills are going to be ridiculous. You know, he was in the ICU for about a week. Now he's in the trauma floor. So, you know, it's got a long road of physical therapy after that, you know, to get Keith back out, doing what he should be doing on a daily basis. Keith is a fantastic writer, so I think we all need to encourage him to start writing about his adventures, especially if we can convince him to come out with us all the time. Somehow, I don't know how we're going to do that, but, you know, we might be able to do it. He doesn't want to leave California, I know that. But we'll figure it out. If he starts coming on adventures with us, you know, and also he's led an insanely interesting life all the way up to this point. So he needs to start writing, and we need to encourage him to do that, because it'll be some crazy good stuff coming from him. Keith is definitely a character. So without any further ado, let's get into the Texas series. And at the end of tomorrow's episode, we'll talk some more about Keith. I'll give you some updates on the situation, and hopefully we have a couple of videos from some friends that want to share some stories or some words with Keith, because I think that'll be really cool, because he'll be able to watch the YouTube videos, you know, while he's in the hospital, and hopefully it'll make him smile and laugh at all of the dumb things that happened in Texas that he didn't get to see at all because he wasn't awake for it. Especially me stripping down to my skivvies numerous times. So I'm sure Keith will get a huge kick out of that. I love you, bud. I hope you enjoy these videos. These are for you more than anyone else, and I hope they entertain you to the fullest, because you know I'm an idiot, and the upcoming video series is full of really dumb things that just happened in a different state. Alright, brother, let's go.
better get up out my way. This is the start of a new day. Feel fresher than toothpaste. Singing out, this be the new thing. New swing set. I'ma go for the loop, man. I'm a fruit gone loopy. That's the Sammy the toucan. Screaming out, who cares? My soul bare. I'm done with the cold stare. My heart hang off the tip of my shoestring. Stay untied, that's usual. I'm not put together. Do better than you do. That's magic. I'm voodoo. You a doll playing dress up, but your get up is poo poo. Okay, I'll fess up. I'm messed up, but that's true for you too. We stare at our messages, hoping for contact, like somebody please take us out of this nonsense. The world end after every broadcast. To save it seem a tall task with no cape and no cash and a broke car with no brakes and no stakes involved in the state of the world state. It's all lost, so we counting our birthdays. We party hard, get turned on a Thursday, and like we got it all while we act in the first place. You raised by a screen that should get up in your nerve ends. You Looney Tune babies better know that you perfect. Nobody can tell you one thing. Get your crazy, throw it all on the surface. Make your something from nothing, take a shot at your purpose. Post a talk for a man who probably needs his own service, cause he's scared to death of how everyone think. Probably changed my whole look for a share on the feed. Too focused on the focus on screens. Let's taking pictures of moments where I should actually be. Welcome to the age of distraction, where the follow count can't.
Wow! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fishing GrubbZ. We are in freaking Texas. I can't even believe it right now. This was a very whimsical trip. I was not planning on coming down here, but this sumbitch, where'd she go? There she is. She convinced me to come down here. We're hanging out with Mr. Westin Smith.
What's going on, you guys?
The bite has been good, so it took me about 2 seconds to convince him to book a flight. It really happened pretty quick.
She really just laid into it thick. So
Conversations, it was serious.
It was some serious shit.
You gotta get down here, the bite's hot, that's what she said.
And Todd was like, oh my god.
I was like, let me think about it. And then I got my ticket. So we're here. We're gonna try and catch my first open water bass of the year, I think. I'm like 99% sure. Also, my first fish ever in Texas. I've been to Texas once. I was a little kid. Had some fun as a young 20-ish year old man would. But I wasn't into fishing then. So we are here and we're gonna do it. All right, guys. We got the Guggen Squad revolver. We got Becca's Guggen Squad rod. I didn't bring any of my rods, by the way, guys. Really traveled light. Looks like a Corrado. Strapped up with some braid. Crazy Guggen Squad rod. And the revolver. We're gonna see if we can't get not only our first Texas bass, but our first bass of the year, open water, and our first topwater bass of the year. And I gotta say, first impression of this bait is awesome. The noise is almost identical to a whopper plopper. Almost identical. Crazy. They're hitting topwater right in front of me here. Must be a little bait fish. Oh! Oh! First strike. Missed him. Whew. Oh. 2 more hits. Yo.
Yo, are you hammering them?
No, I had a couple short strikes.
We got kicked out and we were told that we can fish the bridge. So Weston and I are just kind of chilling on the bridge.
Oh, that's hilarious. So, I snuck down to this little pond behind the pond.
I know, yeah. Weston told me there's a pond over there. We kind of figured you went there.
Yeah, I was gonna go up that shoreline and then there was a big fence that looked just stupid. And I was like, oh, look at that little pond. And I got 2 short strikes down there. It actually looks promising.
It probably is.
Yeah, I don't know how deep it is though, that's the only thing. But it's got the fresh water from up here just pouring right into it.
Interesting. Yeah, well, just head this way. If you,
I already am.
All right, peace.
All right, later. Oh. Oh, you fuck. Holy shit. Jesus. So I think there's some fish coming up on these things too. So dope. That's something I've never seen. Little turtle feeder with a shitload of turtles.
No way! No way! Yes, dude! Yes! Woo! First Texas bass! Hey, look how fat that thing is!
Chunk!
Nice one, dude.
Little baby chunk.
Yes, sir!
Whoa. Chunk to be. Look at
Moving bait?
Stout! Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Woo! Hell yes! I'm retying over here.
Congratulate him, but I also want to get these fish right here because they're falling apart.
Yeah! That whole catch?
Yep.
I'll just say.
Had no idea. I don't know when I turned it off. Must have been when I got one of my short strikes. It's probably been off for like 15 minutes.
Fuck. You're stressing me out.
I ain't worried about it. Anything's better than what I just went through today. That sucked. What? Oh, the gills are going nuts, look. I haven't got a hit from a bass over here.
Yeah, we're not getting bass like you did, but we're seeing them, they're down.
I'm seeing gills. Lots of gills. Oh! Got that one. Oh!
Were you recording?
Huh?
Were you recording?
I was recording. That's why I said got that one. Did you just get one? Recording mine that I put back. That was dope.
That was so sick.
You sight fished that one.
I did say this.
That was sick.
Did you snag a quick pick?
Oh, that was dope. We almost doubled up.
I know.
I didn't get a good hook on him, I guess. I was like trying to turn him when he came off. What's he putting on? Oh, I missed him. Are these yours?
Yeah.
This one, you don't even have to turn the thing. Every time I come up, it's ready to go. You said the lipless, right?
No. I didn't throw the loose one. Why did I throw that? Just like, shoot.
You said crank.
Oh.
Oh. You said crank.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my God. She was talking to the camera and she ran into the post. Oh, it's beautiful. He's like, dude, just please unhook me. I don't care about your leg.
Ow, dude. There's no even nice groove.
Oh, that was
People
beautiful.
wonder how I get hurt when I fish. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know, it's fine.
Woo! All right, guys. Sorry about this video. It's a little off, right? It's a little weird. Yesterday we caught one fish, right? And we missed that other one. We obviously the other two caught a bunch of fish. Becca probably caught like 10. She switched over to a lipless. Once the revolver got stuck in the tree, I stayed with the chatterbait for the rest of the day. And you know, I had a couple hits. I missed a couple, but I did land that one fish that I didn't have my camera on for. So that's great. Anyways, we went back to the Airbnb. The sun went down. I mean, we were only fishing there for like an hour and a half before the sun went down. So we went to our Airbnb, got all checked in, got settled, got a great night's sleep, and now Becca's still sleeping. She's been out here for a while. She's been fishing every day. She's been grinding like crazy. I woke up and I was like, I gotta go. I like tried to wake her up and she didn't move. So I'm here. I was gonna end this video last night at the house, but today, since Becca's not up, I'm not starting a new video. I'm gonna come out here to this pond right next to where we're staying and see if we can't catch a bass to end this video, or two. And then once we catch a couple fish, we'll go back to the house and, you know, we'll start up tomorrow's video. But we are in Texas, folks, for a full week. We're here from Monday to Sunday, and hopefully we catch a lot of fish. Today we're going out with Westin. We're gonna take out his boat. I believe we're going out with his wife. It should be a good day. Maybe we'll get a couple videos done today. This is just so cool. So today, what am I using? This is not a lunker log because Becca's not awake. I had some Yamamoto Senkos still in my bag. I was gonna use a lunker log today, but she's asleep. So, although I will not be using Yamamoto Senkos any longer, I still have some left over. So this one already had the Nico rig set up, the weights in there from a tutorial I did, and we're gonna see if we can catch some fish on the Nico rig. So we got a bunch of other baits in the bag if this doesn't work or if we lose this one, and let's just go get us some fish. All right, ladies and germs, first cast. Guys, this is all bank. There's no like structure here. So just in case they are shallow, I'm gonna stand back a little bit and we'll fish the shallow area before moving up. My guess is there's fish in here. Don't know. Not 100%. I feel like every body of water that has oxygen in Texas probably has a bass in it. We are rocking some sort of braid on the Vanford Guggen Squad light finesse rod. And I tied a fluorocarbon leader, 15-pound test. Nice fish. Nice fight. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Stud. Awesome, guys. There we go. There we go. Yes, baby. Yes. All right, Bubba. Yes. Yes. I mean, if you're trying a new body of water and it's like this, and you're not throwing a wacky rig Senko, and you just want to catch a ton of fish, Had to have been a rock. You guys aren't throwing a wacky rig Senko and you just want to catch a ton of fish, I don't know what you're doing. This is the best way to catch a ton of fish in the spring, in small ponds, really anywhere. I mean, this is my go-to bait in the spring. I mean, it's a go-to bait all year round. But in the springtime, I don't know, black and blue, wacky rig Senko. I mean, this has obviously got the weight in it, it's Nico. So it's a little bit different. It's getting down to the bottom a little bit quicker, which is cool. Standing straight up when it is on the bottom. But I mean, this is my fish slayer. It's like cheating. This is what I caught my biggest bass of my life on, 7 pounds 5 ounces in the spring. It's just a wacky rig Senko in the shallows when these big bass are moving up, and that's, you know, they cannot resist the stupid Senko. And if this was a lunker log, it'd be the same thing. The lunker log has almost the exact same salt content, but it also has some anise scent in it as well, which Yamamoto does not have. And for the rest of the year, I think that's going to be our go-to stick bait once we get rid of all of our Yamamoto stuff. Pretty excited for this year. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff with Guggen stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy that kind of stuff. I know some people just hate on the Guggen squad, but my best friend is literally like a huge part of Guggen now, and you know, I'm here to support my friend, and I'm here to have fun, and I'm also here to catch fish. And these Guggen baits, as much as I didn't want to admit it at first, they catch fish. They catch a lot of fish, and they're really good baits. So we're gonna be using them a ton this year, so get ready. I hope you guys are ready for it. Might even get some of these Guggen rods. This rod is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really liking it, almost too much. Becca ain't gonna get it back. Oh man, I can't explain to you guys how pumped I am right now that we came out here and caught that one fish. Just that one fish makes me so freaking happy. I honestly thought I was stuck in a log. Nice little chunker. Nice little chunker. We'll probably hit this whole thing with the wacky rig, and then if Becca's not up yet, maybe we'll hit it with something else, a little crankbait or something moving, something quick. See if we can't get a reaction bite off of one of these fish before we head back to the house. I got the Monsterbassco Alex Rudd crankbait with me. I got 2 of them, so maybe we can break off on one of those real quick. Now that we know there's bass in here, that ain't the only bass in here, right? So we gotta catch another one. Catch one more before Becca wakes up, challenge. All right, guys. So we went around the pond one time with the Senko. We got 1 bite, we got 1 fish. And it was a healthy looking fish. So there's gotta be more than that one in here. And what we're gonna do now is switch to something moving. And I'm gonna switch to a bait I've never had confidence in. But like I said before the other day, Mr. Alex Rudd has so much confidence in this bait that he gave me some confidence in it. So let's see if his confidence can shine through today. This is Alex Rudd's Silent Square Bill crankbait. This is the juicy something color. Whatever it is, it's juicy. Let's get them. All right, guys, so this is not the correct setup for throwing the crankbait. This is not a crankbait rod. This is a finesse rod. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but let's go ahead and see if we can't catch us a fish on a moving bait in here. square bill gets too much gook on it, we could switch it up. Which it might. Yeah, we might have to switch this to a spinnerbait. It's all right, we'll take some casts. We'll take some casts around and we'll see. Got him. Oh. Got him. Oh. As you guys can see right there, I mean, he was barely hooked, but this is not the setup to be throwing a square bill. We got him. We hooked one. I should have set the hook a little bit more. I mean, this thing's got too much bounce. That was sick, though. Got you that time, bitch. Oh shit. This rod is not. Nice, bud. Play him a little bit. He is barely hooked. He is barely hooked. Get him up on the bank. Get him up on the bank. Awesome. Dude, this looks like the exact same fish that I just caught. Right in the mouth. Sick. Texas studs. So freaking jacked right now. Awesome fish, guys. Awesome fish. Oh man, well, that was a fun little session. And it's like 11 o'clock. Becca's up. I got Becca up. We're chilling at the Airbnb. This place is so dope. This whole neighborhood's dope. We're gonna have a killer week. We are going to have a killer week. On a sad note, my best friend is in the hospital. My best friend from high school, he's in the hospital right now. And, you know, I really would appreciate some prayers, some positive energy going his way. He was in a really bad car accident, and as of right now, he is sedated. And, you know, he's alive. He didn't have any brain damage, so he's gonna recover. But it's going to be a long, long road of recovery. So if you guys could just send some positive energy towards his way. He's out in California. I miss the hell out of him. And I'm actually thinking about, after this trip is done, going out to see him if he is awake and wants to see people. It's getting windy out there. So guys, do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell as well. We're dropping videos every single weekday, and we're having a blast. We're out here in Texas. We're going to catch a ton of fish. We're with Becca. Westin's coming to meet up with us. We're taking the boat out today. Stay tuned, guys. We got nothing but bangers coming out daily for you guys coming up here. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fishing GrubbZ. Fish on!
Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite an unlikely place in this world to occupy and talk about upon a daily basis. Our information's predetermined by some biased business. We all in sermon to silicon that push out lovely neighbors. I'm done with paper chasing, think I'm on to bigger banquets. This that full circle, new wave, energy on a Tuesday.